Hello everyone and welcome to the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher. Today we are going on a guided tour of the aquarium to look at many animal species and exhibits. The first stop is the Cape Fear Conservatory. Here we will see many animals that are home to the Cape Fear region of North Carolina. Most of these animals and plants are from places inland rather than the ocean and wetlands. We can see many examples of rivers, ponds, and lakes. They are also known as freshwater sources. Let's see what kinds of animals we can find. Here, at Raven Rock, we see an exhibit of a river that could be found flowing from the Piedmont to coastal region of North Carolina. This river is known as the Cape Fear River. Fish that can be seen here include striped bass and common carp. Let's move on. As we continue forward, take a look at some of the trees and plants that are home to North Carolina. I wonder what's in here. Looks like an eastern newt. The next exhibit houses some slithery guys, snakes. Here we can see rat snakes, rattlesnakes, and a cottonmouth. These snakes can also be found in the Piedmont to coastal regions. They do not bite unless tormented or threatened. Even so, I wouldn't want to come across one. Let's see how many snakes we can find in the next picture. There are 4 snakes. Did you catch them all? 3 curled up and 1 at the top. Alligators. Another animal you wouldn't want to come across. Just look at those teeth. These toothy animals can live in lakes, ponds, rivers, and marshes. Most of the alligators in North Carolina are found in the lower Cape Fear region or the coastal region of North Carolina. This aquarium even has an albino alligator. Her name is Luna. This alligator is extremely rare. Luna is 12 years old and can be seen at this aquarium for the past 8 years. Let's get up close and personal with this little guy. Notice how his eyes stay on top of the water so he can see what's happening around him, and his strong neck and muscles make it easy for him to capture his prey. See you later, alligator. Let's see what else we can find. Here, we see an example of a swamp. We can see fish like the bluegill and the yellow perch if we look closely. There is a wood duck around here too. Unfortunately, I couldn't find him today. The next exhibit houses the eastern box turtle. It is also home to North Carolina. These turtles can live to be about 100 years old because they have such a good defense. Not only can they hide in their shell, but they also blend in with their surroundings. Let's see if we can find one. There he is. He could easily pass for a rock in this mulchy area. Let's go meet Maverick. Maverick is a bald eagle, the national symbol for America. Maverick was found in Ohio after being hit by a truck. His wing is injured. He was rescued and will forever live here because he cannot fly. If he can't fly, he can't survive in the wild. He is expected to be around 4 or 5 years of age. Maverick is skittish around people he doesn't know, but he does recognize the members of the aquarium who feed him. In the wild, eagles can live to be around 28 and they mate for life. Eagles are excellent swimmers and they eat mostly fish and small mammals. Notice in the picture his injured wing. Carolina Bay. An excellent example of a pond that could be found here in North Carolina. Animals that live here include bullfrogs, newts, and toads. Check out these lily pads and their roots under the water. Now, let's head to the marine building. Here we can check out wetlands and ocean habitats. We'll start with a wetland. A wetland is an area where the land and the water meet. That is an extremely productive ecosystem. That's due to all the different plants and animals that house there. Turtles included. Hi, little guy. The most common turtle in North Carolina is the loggerhead turtle. This turtle here is around 9 months old, and he was born in North Carolina. He will be released in the wild in the next couple months. In the wild, he can live to be around 50 years old. Sea turtles love to eat jellyfish and other sea creatures. Can you think of something we might use that might look like of jellyfish in the water? We'll come back to that in a little bit. Sea turtles also migrate, just like birds do, to warmer water. Can you think of another animal that migrates? Let's visit the touch tank. Here you can touch animals found in the coastal waters. Animals like the horseshoe crab, sea urchins, and stingrays. Their skin feels soft and rough at the same time. See you later, Mr. Stingray. We're headed to the ocean. Check out the coral here. This is an example of a reef found off the coast of North Carolina. This area is also known as the Gulf Stream. The stream runs from Florida to North Carolina. Tropical fish like the ones seen here ride the warm water current up to North Carolina. Jellyfish. Can you think of the answer to our question now? If you're thinking jellyfish look like plastic bags floating in the water, then you are right. When we throw away plastic bags, they sometimes enter the ocean and poor sea turtles can't tell the difference. It's really dangerous for them to eat plastic bags. This jellyfish looks less like plastic bag because of its tentacles. Jellyfish have no brain, heart, or eyes. They move by riding the currents of the ocean. Be careful of their tentacles though, because they stink. Cape Fear Shoals, an example of the ocean off of North Carolina. Here we can see stingrays, bonnethead sharks, loggerhead sea turtles, and many, many more. Check out this southern stingray. He can be almost 5 feet wide. This is Sheldon, the loggerhead sea turtle. The staff says he'll live here forever because he's too lazy to go back into the wild. This is a bonnethead shark. He's the smallest member of the hammerhead shark family. Watch how all the animals move and live together in one area, a peaceful community under the ocean. See if you can find the moray eel. He's big and green. We didn't see the moray eel today. He must be sleeping in his cave. Look how long the moray eel can grow. This is an extinct animal now, but once alive, the megalodon shark was home to North Carolina waters. These sharks were thought to reach up to 100 feet. Their jaw could swallow me whole. His teeth are the size of my hand. Check it out. The tropical waters of the aquarium hold a much smaller exhibit, but we have to stop by and see some familiar friends. I found Dory and Nemo. Their brightly colored gills are perfect for blending in with their home of the coral reef. As we leave the aquarium, we have to stop by the outside exhibits. Here, we can do some bird watching and try to spot some North Carolina birds. Although I did not see any birds listed here, I did hear them. Does anybody know the state bird of North Carolina? It's the cardinal. As we walk on towards the exit, we pass another example of a wetland here in North Carolina. Check out these turtles getting a suntan on this log. The pitcher plant. It's hard to tell from the plant, but this plant actually eats bugs. They lure their bugs in the middle of the plant and then eat them. Another example would be the Venus flytrap. Did you know the Venus flytrap is home to North Carolina? I hope everyone enjoyed the tour today of the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher. Come back and see us sometime. Thank you and goodbye.